If you aren't aware of Joe Biden's gaffes, they're everywhere. Now, like I'll be honest with you. This is my personal opinion. I take my opinion as a fact, but I personally think that Joe Biden doesn't want to be president. I mean, someone who creates this many mistakes and like it looks like they're just trying to say, hey, look, you know what? I don't want to be president. So rather than say it, I'm just gonna make myself look like an idiot because he's made a lot of gaffes recently, and apparently now he's confused the assassination of Martin Luther King and Robert Kennedy. So what the hell is going on here? The article's from the Washington Examiner, and it reads, Joe Biden misplaces Kennedy and King assassinations in the late 1970s. Correction, they're actually both murdered in 1968, just saying. Anyways, let's keep going. 2020 Democratic frontrunner Joe Biden mistakenly said during a Tuesday speech that the assassinations of Senator Robert F. Kennedy, the brother of John F. Kennedy, and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. happened in the late 1970s. They did not. It was late. It was in the late 60s, dude. It's 68. Anyways, let's keep going. Comparing present times with how things were when he was young, Biden said, just like in my generation, when I got out of school, when Bobby Kennedy and Dr. King had been assassinated in the 70s, the late 70s when I got engaged. Kennedy and King were murdered within months of each other in 1968. What the hell are you doing, Biden? I'm just curious. Like, what the hell are you doing? Anyways, let's keep going. Biden then similarly reverted back to the correct decade, referring to the cultural trends that roiled the country in the 1960s. He married his first wife, Neela Hunter, in 1966. This misstatement is the latest of a series of gaffes from the former vice president, who within the past weeks has said poor kids are just as bright as white kids. Again, gaffes. They're basically assuming that poor kids are minorities and white kids are all rich. They're not. I know white kids were just as poor. But anyways, let's go going. And claimed that he was vice president in 2018 during the Parkland mass shooting, amongst other things. Oh my God! Like I tell you, look, this is the end of the article. But here's the thing: like this type of stuff, either he doesn't want to be president, he's just trying to make himself look like an idiot because that way, people will stop supporting him, or he's senile. Like maybe it's some mental health condition. I'm not saying that one's true either. But, like, seriously, dude, like, what the hell, man? You don't confuse the Robert Kennedy assassination in the 70s. You don't confuse Martin Luther King's assassination in the 1970s. Both of them were killed in 1968. Martin Luther King was killed first, and then Robert Kennedy was killed in the same year, a few months. They're literally months apart from this, okay? You don't confuse stuff like that. Maybe Robert Kennedy, sure you can confuse it. Because again, the Kennedy, the only one that the most notorious that is known for is John F. Kennedy, one of the presidents. But King, how do you confuse King's assassination? Like really, how? Second, how do you confuse? Because again, this is the series of gaffes. He said that poor kids are just as bright as white kids. Huge gaffe right there, huge mistake. And at the same time, he even said that he was vice president when the Parkland shooting took place, and it took place in 2018. Last time I checked, you see, the vice president in 2018 was, oh wait, that's right, Mike Pence, not Joe Biden. So you really gotta question this guy's either mental health or he's just playing stupid because he doesn't want to be president. That's just my opinion, of course. But let me know what you guys think. It's gonna be a short one, of course, short article, short segment. But it really shocks me that the front runner is able to make this many mistakes, and for some reason they're still in the front. They're still leading in the polls. So I don't know. I really don't know what's going on, but this is really sad and embarrassing. If you confuse King's assassination in the 1970s, and maybe you need to have that little head checked, or you're just trying to play stupid. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. You think Joe Biden? You believe Joe Biden doesn't want to be president? He's doing all these gaffes because he wants to make himself look like an idiot. That way people won't support him anymore. Or do you think he's actually genuine? Like these are not slip-ups. These are not intentional. And do you think that his mental health could be put into question? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you have another opinion that I didn't mention in this video, again, I welcome it in the comment section because I mean, really, this is a big one. You don't confuse the assassination of King and place it in the 1970s. No, it happened in '68. Okay. And I think the guy who killed him was James Earl Ray. I think that's who he was. I think it was James Earl Ray. I think that's the guy who killed him. Maybe I'm confusing. I think I'm confusing him with the Kennedy assassination, but no, I'm pretty sure it's James Earl Ray. I think that's the guy who killed him. Kennedy was assassinated outside of his hotel, and that's pretty much that. He was killed in '68. Not in the 1970s Biden, okay? 1968. But again, if you like this video, again, it's a short one, I know. But if you like this video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hit the notification button as well. That way you never miss an upload. And then at the same time, share the video. Like I said, YouTube deranks independent political commentary. I'm sure they will derank this one because I am criticizing the mistakes of the front runner of the Democratic race. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna derank it. And like I said before, I appreciate if you share the video. If you like hearing what I have to say, and you want other people to hear what I have to say, that says a lot. It means a lot. And again, I appreciate that. The last segment is going to be focusing on Bernie Sanders. Now, this isn't about criticizing Bernie Sanders in general, but the double standard about what goes on in the world of politics. So again, if you guys cannot stick around for the next segment, I'll see you guys at a later time. And if you can't stick around for the last segment, I'll see you guys in a little bit.